Strong Dragonborn, where? A really strong one. Harbinger of Blighted into 2 Shadow Steps until turn 2. The only, thought that I have right now is at least he didn't have a preparation. Hello? Welcome to the stream. Have you ever seen or even thought of the combo? Oh my bro. Who else would try it if not me, right? I'm showing it one time. That is how you win games right now. How are you doing there? This dude will have nightmares today. That was not even close, right? Top 100. So today we're playing this deck, which is a new recent edition of a BBU Starship DK, and I kind of like want to try the new cards overall that were added like in a new mini set so far, which is a Frostburn Matriarch, and it's kind of like a really great card so far. It's a 12 stats on the board for 5 mana, which is kind of like, which is kind of OP, feels like it at least, plus with a tone so far. So I was thinking about like, what if we add a full dark gift package that is kind of like playable right now, right? The only card that is left like is a Raptor, probably, that you could add into the deck, but the Raptor by itself is kind of like not a strong card. Because beasts that you can find from there are not really strong. For example, if you find an Ursak, and Ursak will not win you a game, and usually it's kind of like, it's just a heavy minion that does nothing on the board and plays and like kind of like works against only an aggro. And against an aggro, like till turn 9, the game is usually sealed. So it's kind of like too much of a huge deal for you to play a Raptor, because any other minion is usually like not that well. For example, a whale that deals like a double battle cry and kills itself, right? It's kind of like not the thing that you want to run in your deck usually, right? So I added like strong cards. I added like Creature of Madness. I added Rite of Atrocity. I added a Cremate that actually gives you like, can give you Starship pieces, even, for example, like again, a Creature of Madness can give you Starship pieces, right? But a Rite of Atrocity can give you like other kind of like strong minions, like a Wild Pyro, maybe some kind of like an undead that actually like heals you with a lifesteal, all the good stuff that actually like can work, right? We tried a Rite of Atrocity at some point and can high roll, but usually the list of undeads is not like this strong so far. But we need a full package, because like running only, I don't know, like 4, maybe 5 with the Nightmare Lord Xavius, like good dark gift cards might not give you enough variability for a Frostburn Matriarch. So it's kind of like, plus I added like a Rite of Atrocity, specifically not like a Raptor, because like we're going for a weird like, dark gift minion. But Rite of Atrocity can at least like trigger Starship here, right? It can trigger Starship, which can like become like a second activator for you if you're not like looking for Orbital Moon or didn't find it before. So it's kind of like, can be kind of strong, right? And we have to test like how well this deck overall performs. We know for sure BBU Starship DK was really good, like previously. I climbed on a floor to a legend on both servers like a previous months with this specific deck. Well, not this one specifically, but like, with this archetype so far. And right now, an addition of a dark gift package into it might actually be much stronger for you to face an early aggression from an aggro, get on the board earlier as soon as turn 5, like with a 12 file stats on the board, which is hard for an opponent to deal with. And what is more important, a Demon Hunter that deals 3 damage, right, with a hog right there, might not be actually able to deal with this specific dragon efficiently, which might be like a game changer in a pace of a matchup against a Demon Hunter. So yeah, if that happens, this might be like, this might become a top tier 1 deck so far, like as far as I see it, right? Maybe some people like will find combo decks that are actually doing pretty well against control decks. Who knows? Maybe like we'll have to like adjust this deck just like to go all in without a draw and just put in a couple of Durarats. Like who knows what the game brings us here with a new meta. But it is for now. If you like my ideas, if you like my content overall so far, make sure to hit that like button and sub. Maybe like even not today, even if not today, even if not tomorrow, but maybe later you will enjoy the content so far that I post, and who knows, maybe you'll enjoy a few couple of videos here and there so far. But for now, let's jump right in. Against the Hunter, why am I not surprised? It was both like significantly with the new expansion. Each Hunter card that I saw was like, are you serious right now, there, dude? It was kind of like a strong archetype before, and now Hunter is just like something else. Even with like early board clears for 2 mana, kind of like clears the board. It's pretty strong. It's like, you know what I'm talking about. I don't really remember like the card. A fetch, so that is a King Plush, right? So that is a hand buff, right? Oh, and imbue. How would I, Imbue, and we are without threats, so the game is completely sealed and sold so far, right? Without threats, you cannot like kill a Toys Nation because we don't even have like a full combo roll. Well, we can try to go for an early Starship with an Exodar and try to like get out of the range, but we'll see. We kind of need a Dark Gift here, obviously. Might like need to find a way to get on the board somehow, But it feels like he already has something like to present to me. Hold on. What is this card doing in your deck now? If you are an imbue. Oh yeah, I forgot it's not a beast. Okay, so far so good. Okay, fine. Let's get something rolling here. Kinda need, whatever. Kinda need whatever zone. Well, we have, a chill mode here. We might find a dragon here. Holding a dragon deals 3 mana. Not actually interested in that stuff. Frostbitten is weird. Wisp is like, whatever. A Wisp is like, to kill that Simi right now. Right away. Is that a bad idea? I kind of feel it's not, like, cause this card is like kind of garbage though. Okay, let's go. Strong, I would say. Well, it's a turn 5 at least in Arkonite Defense Crystal. We actually rely a lot on an armor here. But he just like, if we don't find the cards to push for damage into his face, he might just like find himself just imbue in each turn, like giving 0 cares in the world for whatever happened so far on a board. But we'll see. Tracking. Oh, he tries to find a Toys Nation guys. I mean, Toys Nation guys. I mean, King Plush here, right? To start imbuing so far, because he imbued a couple of times right now. Oh, found it. Okay, finally found it. Okay. There's a Pair Sanctuary for him. Coin into. Oh, exotic helmet. Oh, finally. Okay, so he finally found it so far. Rite of Atrocity, a second one for us. No one cares about that stuff. He didn't even attack with a 4/4 here, which is a huge mistake. But he just like doesn't care too much. Because as I said, the game is pretty much sealed so far. Plus 4 health and taunt, like no one cares about that stuff, right? No one cares about that stuff though. This can be like decent. But we still need to find a lot of stuff. We don't really have the corpses for this. Okay, let's go. It's kind of like an inevitable death, I would say, but we'll see. Because this deck just like doesn't deal with a King Plush. All we have is 30 HP and 0 Born. Well, that's at least a start, I would say. Well, that's at least a start. He can do King Plush right now in a bounce, and I'm dead. Like, basically. Single one body, doubled hero power, and if that is a King Plush, we are done in this game. Copies it for a second one and goes for King Plush. So that is the card that I was talking about right now, which, which makes an Nimbu Hunter much stronger, right? Before you had to bounce, now you can copy and make it a 0 mana stuff. And all of a sudden, turn 7, and you are doing a lethal damage whatever boards they have, which is like, you know, which is true. And without a rat in this deck, that is kind of like, you know, I'm testing out like a full dark gift package. Maybe we just like have to, you know, cards a full package overall and just add a couple of the rats. I'm not sure, because like, you know, we can obviously throw away a couple of Rites of Atrocity for the rats. Like, you know, it can happen. And just hope for Frostburn, like, you know, to enter specifically when we have a dark gift in our hand, because it's kind of like a really strong card. Sanguine Infestation, like turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. Well, it's fine. Let's go. So yeah, the idea of buffing, you know, the deck that actually makes people, you know, experience a toxic environment so far with 0 interaction with the board. Like whatever we do, whatever we have, the only way for us to, like, you know, to at least do something is having a huge Starship before, like, you know, before turn 7, after that an Exodar, and with the right amount of pressure and, like, you know, damage into his face, Exodar might clear, not clear, I mean hit a face for a lot. And that's like the only thing that can actually happen for you, where you can mill them before their turn 7, right? But it happens like maybe in 100 games. A couple of copies. Strong. But still lose it with strong too. Do we mess up his turn? Like, we can kind of do that. Like, he might just, like, you know, find him lords there, which is like unplayable. Like against the Nimbu, we are not going like for a late game here. Like at any point, right? Kidding. But a frostbite on like freebooter is kind of fine too. It's a lot of damage, basically. A couple of copies here. Now let's go for this one. I kind of feel like this is the right choice. I don't know why. Kind of feels like it. Okay, kidding. You're kind of like messing up my mics right there. Okay, let's go. Serious right now? As soon as I wanted to like prepare that for you, you're going out? What is that? Kidding. What is your problem? Okay. Don't tell me you're going on a lap yet again. Okay, you good right there? Okay, just sit there for a little bit, okay? I'm thinking. Okay. So what do we want right now? Like, this is fine. Like, he trades off, I guess. This makes cards temporary for him. Like, he might kill it. Like, it might trade. It's not that bad though. And we are hoping not to draw 5+ drop, right? Which is 11 cards. 11 cards out of 24. That's a little less than, you know, than 50% zone. But some cards I would rather not like draw here too. Like for example an Orbital Moon. Well, Orbital Moon is not that bad though. But for example Wild Pyro or Poison Breath, right? Those are a couple of cards that I don't really want to draw like this. Okay. So he found a way to actually spend the card with the... Oh, that's a really good one. That's a really good one though. But if he draws them, they will be temporary and die, right? So we kind of like sacrifices the Sanguine Infestation here, like obviously. We can destroy that guy, like for example, with a Poison Breath. How about that? I'm thinking. How about that though? Sold them. Let's destroy this guy to them. Let's see if we're lucky enough, because we drew a pretty much unplayable card for us. he might draw the same. He might draw him Lorn, for example. I'll try to, like, you know, see going off his gun. Okay, I guess he lost a card. Petal, okay. Petal is lost. Pretty much unplayable card for him. Rite of Atrocity, like, do we even need that though? Do we even need that? So she is. Oh, let's go for it. Like, do we trade off? Do we even do that? Or do we, like, try to burn them more cards? Like, we have a Guiding Figure next turn, plus a Cremate, which is decent enough. Won't happen again. I don't move. Rite of Atrocity is like 0 cares in the world for us. But this card kind of like disrupts his turns too. Okay, he got lucky. Get a playable card right here. Trail Max. Fine. Has to play it though.
Must have slept in.
Must have slept in, okay. Tries to be sneaky out there and hits a face here, okay. Another Guardian Figure for us, which is awesome. So we do these now. We can continue to like do some crazy stuff so far. And just like trade that in, for example. Not this bad. It's not that bad. Let's do it. Let's, you know, keep it for one more turn. One more. If one was full of enhancements, no one cares. That is not that bad, though. This is not bad. Creature of Madness is fine. Like, I mean, Caesarian is fine too.
I'm thinking.
It's not like this strong. This is strong. He has to kill those, right? Let's go. Let's see what we roll from here. Not much. Can go face. Let's go. Has 8 mana. I guess any card is playable right now, basically. Even the Malorn Ring. Maybe that is a draw. Oh, that is a draw. Okay, finally draw for him, okay. And he finally trades, actually, right? He finally actually trades, though. Well, now we have a Guiding Figure into Sanguine Infestation here, for example. But I kind of hope we find some cheaper spell. I kind of want, like, Curious here. Because, you know, he kind of has a lot of damage right now. Kind of has a lot of damage on him.
Spartans!
Hey there, Emily James. How are you doing, Angie? You good? And main 8 for Zeal. So okay, so we oh my minus a Fire Raptor, okay. That's pretty good to know. Do we have at least some kind of clear? Like, we have a clear where he has 12 damage. Not this bad, right? Sanguine. 10 damage as far as I see it. So he needs to find 5 damage in his... Okay, well, I guess we're doing it. We have enough room, right? Okay. Not too bad. We need a taunt or something. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is an activator for our Starship, by the way.
You read that.
This is an activator for our Starship, so 5/7. This is dead, right?
You read that.
And this goes in. And this goes somewhere here. Okay, this is pretty good. I have a Rite of Atrocity here that I didn't want to spend, you know, for now. Because that is an anywhere for our Starship next turn, like for example. Where's our Starship here? 5-4, okay. So it's an 8-6, right? Couple of late drops. We have a lethal, really? Really? 8 damage? Oh, okay, so we have more here. Fine. That is fine. Well, we have Frostburn, which is nice. We have a Curious, which is awesome. But we need, gas, we need one more Starship piece, hopefully. Maybe we should still go for it, I'm not sure. Like, against this guy, it feels like we have to. It's a 9-9 golem. Can go downhill from here. I mean, didn't find like an Arkonite defense crystal here. We can go for a Frostburn, which might be enough, right? Might be enough. And a Curious, right?
Let me think a second.
Might be enough, but this is not even a taunt. Like, I mean, it's too much of a. Frostburn and a Curious, right? Frostburn and a Curious. Okay, let's go. Feels nice. We're saving this for Anywhere. Yes. Let's go. He needs to, like, you know, address those guys. They will heal us for a lot of health. In case he wants to attack, like, with huge boys. Like, he destroys one boy with those late leftovers, right? And the second one, like, basically was a 9-9. But if he has, like, damage, he needs exactly his wipe to actually remove and destroy bubbles there. Or he needs 2 damaging spells. Okay, awesome. And that is from photosynthesis. Like, as I was about to say, he needed, like, you know, either 2 damaging spells or a swipe from a photosynthesis as a random spell. As a random spell. Bruh. It's too harsh. Too harsh so far. Let's see what's up. Well, maybe that is, like, you know, who knows, like, maybe that is not, like, the strongest idea so far in the ladder, but I'm certain that like, an Nimbu Hunter that did extremely well before, the higher, like, you climb, the better it did, though. That Hunter will be there for quite a while. I guess they will do something about him. Brittlebone is something I want to keep, just in case. It's kind of like turn 2, turn 3. Maybe a Sanguine Infestation is fine. Like if you face early aggression zone. But I would rather have like an early presence on the board, right? Than like a Sanguine Infestation on turn 4. Cremain is not what I want, zone. Cremain is not what I want, zone. It's Wizard Way of Weaver. That's Brittlebone for us. Indeed. Getting dark out there. Not sure what kind of luck that is, so. Small bomb. Well, that's not too bad. It skips a turn zone. Well, maybe there is yet another, like, you know, ODK, some kind of interesting deck for a rock. Who knows? Didn't check that yet. But we'll see. I'm just like trying to have some fun out there. For now, I'm just getting destroyed by a mirror lock though. We can go work for a guardian figure, I guess. It's not like this, but we have to like develop Starship pieces anyway. And 3-2 actually trades off into 1-3, and he needs to like find a board clear here. Well, it turns out whatever card we played would be cleared anyway, right? Okay, let's see. Creature of Madness into Soulbound Spire with a Reborn with enhancements, please. Name. Charge clearance. Oh, we need a second spell though for Reborn to discover a couple of spells. This might be our way to find a corpse explosion for us, like as early as possible, or poison breath, for example. I guess this is fine. This is kind of like what we have to go for. Like it feels like it. Relentless is like, no. Okay, let's go. Maybe we should coin out a Brittlebone here. Reborn. Yeah, let's keep a coin. Maybe Arkonite Defense Crystal is fine. Like, it makes 0 sense right now to play a Brittlebone, like, from a coin. Because we cannot, like, do an Arkonite Defense Crystal next turn anyway. Goes for a coin into... oh my. Smoke Bomb into a Perplexing. Okay. Okay, this is not this bad. Now it's a guardian figure for us. Well, Pyro doesn't work like we wanted to. Do we actually need to dig for a corpse explosion already? I'm kind of like threatened here. 9 damage, that's a lot. Let's see. Threats. Okay, that is like, you know, that is a bingo, I would say. That is dude. Fine, let's go. Forget everything I said here. That's something. That's a board clear zone. Threats is actually really good against an early start like this. It's kind of like a tempo rock, right? It was a smoke bomb to have specifically some kind of minions. So it's kind of like a new variation of an Ashaman, I guess, right? Okay, that is a nice hit of a Dubious Purchase here. He draws 3 cards, but actually wants to buff a 1/1. Interesting. Shadow Stab for a 1/1. Okay.
Now this is treasure.
Draws and draws and draws. Now Detector. Dread Curse. What is this deck though? As I said, it's kind of like a tempo, right? So Strats should win the game. Map of Deception for a 1/1. Need another one. Dude, that is strong though. Just leave me a 1/1 here on the board, please. Like, that's all I ask for. Just like, leave me a 1/1. And that is a... yeah, it's all I need. Because with a Corsair right there, I'm clear the whole board whatever you do. Right? Okay. Well, now I don't even need like a hero power here. Let's go with a Brittlebone. Let's bait him out. For a Mr. You know, how is it called? Like, Tempo Rog, this should be a turning point where they can see it sometimes. But we'll see. Maybe that's still an Ashaman, right? Maybe that's still an Ashaman and he still like has a win con here. Like, if that is like some kind of like weird zoo, you know, weird like, you know, menagerie Asini, this can be a game over for him instantly. It's like 0 chance he will get on the board if that is an aggro.
This guy's toast.
Smoke bomb. Oh, it's not too bad though. Why did he attack like a 1/4 here? Dude, that was such a mistake. You don't have 15 damage from a hand though. Like, it's 0 chance in the world this happens, right? Well, it's possible as a rock to deal 15 from hand, but like, no. So Nashaman already, right? No Nightmare Frill, okay. Well, no one cares about my minions here. Bro, I'm telling you this. You're not finding like any winning stuff from my tag zone. You're a whole other concept right there.
Now this is
Sandbox. Still Nashamon is playable. Fire is playable, okay. Well, everyone will play that stuff right now, right? Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. Another tune, fine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, nice. The worst minion, and he targets it, right? And deals the max damage as well. I guess this stuff brought him room. I have another one, like a defense crystal here. And we don't really have a board clear, right? 2 plus a couple. It's obviously an explosive. We can launch. Like, we can launch obviously. Like, it's Arkonite defense crystals enough. It's kind of like a kill for 8. Has something from a flyer, right? He drew 1 card somehow. For some reason, as far as I understand this. Oh, Nightmare Fuel. So he found something from our deck, which can be like anything, and it's specifically a minion that was buffed like crazy, and with a Dark Gate zone. For 5 here, 8 damage. So he needs just like, you know, any charge minion from a Dark Gate zone, any charge minion from a Dark Gate. Like anything we have, we'll just like destroy us here. As this might give us a chance. Do we go for it? I guess we should. I guess we just should. This is like 100% keeps us off. Oh, he buffed the wrong guy. This 100% gives us like, you know, a way out of a lethal range, right? So we have to do it, unfortunately. But we still need like a board lead. Like, Nightmare Fuel into Creature Madness. Well, if only I knew. If only I knew. He has 1 card, which is like kind of like a top deck, for him to deal 1 damage and leave like a 5/5 like a loser. Oh, he has change. So I was actually right about this, right? If he buffed specifically a charge minion, that would be an instant game over for us. That's good to know. Now we are at 54 HP here. Okay. Creature of Madness, nice. That's strong. That is strong. We have a full board clear here, right? Full board clear. No, not really. Like, we need a... Oh my god, we don't really have a board clear here, right? We cannot, like, risk like this, actually. Well, let's hope for no explosive runes, right?
Eyes on the horizon.
Okay, well, thanks. Now we will have like a, you know, now we'll have a board clear here. There'll be more than enough corpses for us. But 9 corpses, Brim. Like, I could not risk this being like a freezing trap so far. And that was an Azazel line or Rat Trap line. You know, who knew? 10 damage is not like really huge then. We're at 54. Like, kind of like decent. He has only a top deck. 0 cards left so far. And this gets is how you 4 seconds, right? And we see you scream, bro. Tell me it's a good zone. I'm still in this game though? Interesting. Well, I guess he has an Ashaman. Like, that's the only explanation for him being still in this game. Trying to top deck an Ashaman here. And I guess he just did, because he goes for a coin to have 11 mana and an extra card, bro. Really now? He top decked an Ashaman? No, just a Shalanza. Just a Shalanza. Great for 4. Emerald Drink. Well, it's not that bad. Well, that's probably what was one of his best cards to actually draw. Let's go, bro. Lifesteal or Reborn is nice. Reborn is nice, but we don't really have any other Starships, right? No, not wrong. No, Christ here twice is not like anything. Maybe this is fine for Frostburn Matriarch though.
Job's done.
Let's go. We need to force in as Air Awakens here, like, you know, and feel good about ourselves here. Let's go.
Blood and plunder.
Is there trouble?
Is there trouble, bro? Still have a permanent thing. We just need a charge me, right? Man, still has a tome though. Exodar. Dude, bro. Like, the turn here is obviously too long. It's how much? 8 damage? 6, 9, 11. You just need 2 hits out of, like, you know, out of way into his face. Like, we can increase odds, but it's just like playing him. This is the turn where we'll kill him, right? It's not a 100% one, but we gamble, and I guess we win. Yep. First 2 hits into the face, bro. With your gear support. What happens next then? We can play a little more. Okay, I'm kind of like, you know, kind of like, you know, a sore feeling after after the first 2 games. At least here, like, you know, we are recovering, I would say. At least here, I'm kind of like recovering so far. Sorry, but when did my mic actually, you know, fell here? I'm not sure.
Versus Varian Rain.
A warrior! Oh my god. Let's go. Let's see. I actually have a really nice idea for a warrior. I just really want to spoil it, though. I kind of really want to try some kind of like deck. That I was, you know, considering before, and did pretty well at some point in a previous meta. Maybe it will do okay right now, but I don't really remember like how many cards from that deck related. So I kind of need to check first before I actually go for it. You know, like, you know, to talk about it overall. Oh, yeah, let's go. That's kind of what I, you know, what I expected from a warriors these days. Some kind of menagerie garbage. That's what I kind of expect, like considering the cards that they have. Come on, trade. It's fine. It's fine to trade them, you know. Takes, you know, guts. Not the guiding figure though. That's pretty nice. I guess a creature or a Brittlebone. Like, Brittlebone is a threat for them, right? But I don't really want to play it on like on an empty board. Let's go for a creature of madness. If we find like, you know, Starship piece, maybe we'll do it. Elusive, +2/+2, and get something. This is fine. Just got a card from your deck. Like, this is okay. And now that we know it's a gift wrap, well, oh, that is a dragon, right? Dragon City. A pop-off dragon stuff. with a location. That can be the case. It's not like a aggro. If that is not an aggro, this is like extremely important because his hand should be heavy. His draws should be heavy as hell, don't you? Let's do this. Let's try it out, I guess.
Find me.
Exactly, right? Exactly dragon stuff. Okay. Well, look. Like, it feels like the right turn here is to do a clumsy steward into like an Orbital Moon. On a 1-2. It feels like the right thing to do, so.
Let me think a second.
But what after, right? What do we do next, like after this? This is fine, right, so. Like, I need this on the board as soon as possible.
I'm thinking.
Still, like, too weird. Like, it feels like that was the right turn, but, like, nah. Let's do this. Let's go for it. Let's go for, like, you know, for an average decency turn, right? Because that is an ODK deck, and might be in a huge trouble. He's probably looking for chemical spill right now into a Proton Drake or whatever it's called. And we hope for Clumsy Steward to be actually playable at some point.
Find me.
Another loser. Well, he has a Dream Start here. I guess. Oh my god.
Eyes on the horizon.
Let's go. Now we have a really good turn here, but we need another activator for Starship. I guess an Exodar is a fine activator. Fine by itself. Due to only 5 or more. Maybe he goes for what is his 5 cost spell? Might be a Shaladrazil, might be Brawl, right? Some good stuff. So. Guiding Figure, doubled, and a Clumsy Steward. Let's go.
Sorry, boss.
Let's go. Nice. Okay. Let's see how it is, bro. You kind of have a huge Starship Zone. It's a 5-4, 5 more, 3 more, so we're good to go here. We just need an activator, like, hopefully, or an Exodar to give us, like, all those Starship pieces yet again back, right? And we kind of, like, want to draw something like a Brittlebone Buccaneer, maybe. Oh, maybe we cannot, right? But still. Like, our hand is pretty much empty. We can, like, you know, go for Starship pieces. But we don't really have a town here on the Starship. That is like the only problem that I see so far. Okay. He plays something from... Okay, all you can do. Fine. Well, that will, you know... That would be pretty nice. But I kind of want an Arkonite Defense Crystal first, like, it's that weird. I kind of want it first. I kind of want, like, an activator too, a Wisp. Why do you need a Wisp, so? Oh, here's an activator, so we'll wait for it for next turn. Let's go. So we wait for next turn, though. Buttercry is triggered twice, no one cares. Reborn, no one cares. But what else can we do? Right? We don't really have Dragon Eyes in this deck. I guess this is fine. Right?
Let me think a second.
It's kind of like potentially does something. I mean, you know. So how do we trade here? Somewhere like this. Let's just destroy as many guys as possible and feel good about it. I kind of like trying like a zoo stuffy right there with a 4-1 here from Starship piece. And next turn we have like all the goods so far. I guess he's not like ready for an OA game. He didn't find any allocations so far. Oh, here's a chemical skill, finally. The Tola no one cares about. Like if only I cared. The poison grass. Like, do we go for him just to tilt him out and force a concede instantly? Not like, you know, try to high roll. Let's go. Maybe he'll just like concede instantly. And we don't really have to like, you know, try to high roll with a Rite of Atrocity here. Total from chemicals, man, my boy. If only as I was enough to win a game zone instantly. Well, sometimes it's enough against some kind of like menagerie or a fast deck zone, but not against like a control on turn 8.
A recurring dream.
A reborn. Oh my god, strong.
What pretty petals!
Strong, bro. And it was all enhancements. 5-6. Oh my god. Strong.
Love my new recipe.
Nice. Nice. You are, my friend, a really strong dude, though. So I guess we launch, right? How do we do that? Somewhere like this? Kind of like an equal treatment so far. Let's go. Kind of like an equal treatment so far, but we need to destroy this dude, I guess. Or do we? Do we not? We don't. We don't, actually. That should be more than an ocean. Charge. Well, fine. Oh, really? We had too many death rattles here, unfortunately. We got only a couple of minions here so far. But that is fun. We still have like a full combo right there in our hand. Didn't get lucky eventually though. Ladders are obviously okay. Goes for yep, for boats, for dream. That is actually a thank you, buddy. That is actually a thank you, then. Nightmare. Pretty good. 0 awakens. Pretty good, bro. Let's go. Let's do it again. Kind of have a spell now. And a full board potentialism. Even a brawl doesn't help you so far. quality assurance for a couple of tones. Well, that's true.
Recurring dream.
I'm glad to actually destroy those guys, by the way. Not just like letting you know.
Recurring dream.
It's always pleasant for me to actually see those Death Trials proc, right? It's a full board. I would rather have like any other spell than Sanguine Infestation, just to like to have a full board of really good minions and Dark Rider. Oh, I actually forgot about this card. If you're holding a dragon, discover dragon with a dark gift. That is true. And he has a card that actually relies on dark gifts so far, right? As far as I remember. The holding a dragon equipped to this. My dude, that is strong. Strong dragon born warrior, right? A really strong one. He even like he even attacked him like a guy, like a dude, right? That's what I do when I concede sometimes, but Okay, let's play one more. I guess we have the time for him. Maybe it will be a fast one. So. Each time I say it, I have a 40-minute game, but no say. Nobody draws like this, but I guess wrong. Interesting. Epic moments.
Stay in the shadows.
You get back to work.
Well, I kind of want these two to be in my hand. Feels weird, but sometimes that's what you have to do. Like turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, 5 in my dreams. But you know what I mean here, right? You know how it goes. Maybe I'll have like a Frostburn Matriarch like turn 4. That would be awesome. Because the Brittlebone will not survive till to give a reborn to an Arkonite defense crystal here. This will not happen. Because the most it can survive like one more turn, and we have to top deck a Soulbound Spire here just like for this to happen. So. But yeah, that's nice. Harbinger obviously, and the bounce already turned to let's go Shadow Stab. Fine. Hit me with a prep into like oh, he actually goes for it. Really? A full combo in turn 2? Okay, this will be a fast game at least. This will be a really fast game, and even high roll for 2/6, like it's 0 chance in the world like clear until like turn 5, and will deal 10 damage here. Here's my response to this. Harbinger blighted into 2 Shadow Stabs on turn 2. The only thought that I have right now is at least he didn't have a preparation into a web spinner, right? Or web of deception, right? Web of deception. At least he didn't have that. In turn 2. He had a prep. It could be a game over on turn 2, like this. But he got a Tulgas into a couple of backstabs to control the board, and instantly destroys the board with a Tulgas right there, right? For us, there's 0 hope, 0. Like, we need corpses, how do we get those? Has 16 damage right now, right? So our hope here is to find a wild pyro from a cremate right now into a top deck of a poison breath to at least stay alive after the next turn. Okay, let's see. Well, you know how it goes, so cannot even. Well, we can kind of play it, right? Next turn. How much will it be? It's 2 damage to everything, like once, right? After that, we have a couple of corpses from 2 more. So it's kind of like 4 damage to the whole board. So we clear almost everything, but not too much. Only this survives, but it will be now. Should be now. Okay. Should be no. For him to win. Like there is zero chances of Orb we can actually, like, gain health here at this point. He will have exactly 2 damage. Like it works like I said, right? It doesn't apply like for a full course explosion here. It just like doesn't happen. Oh, we will test it out. Like, he needs 1 damage only. Yeah, it's kind of like his dream so far. He just like didn't even, he doesn't even have to move here, 3 damage. Oh, forgot about that too. Yep, and 1 after, and this is kind of like, it was a lucky one, but we still needed like a wild Pyromancer, not like a guy, and we need a top deck of a Poison Breath to actually do something, and we need an Orbital Moons that we didn't have, right, in our hands on. Well, at least that was a past game, right? Well, we tried our luck there. Like, I kind of like the idea with, like, this deck was strong for quite a while, like, BBU version of this deck. For now, Frostburn Matriarch is a really strong card, and it's kind of like what I want and what I want to see in my DK, right? Control DK. But maybe we have to, like, get rid of a Starship. I'm not sure, like, this deck should work well and fine, like, whatever you're facing off. But you need rats, right, these days, like, basically. So that's all you need right now. Like, against some kind of, like, decent tempo decks, we had 0 problem. So we need, like, 2 rats out there. And maybe remove a Rite of Atrocity. Like, it's crazy as it's not. Maybe a Cremate. Even a Cremate is kind of, like, weird. Rite of Atrocity is kind of like, a trigger for a Starship. Well, Cremate is a trigger for a Starship too. Maybe a Creature of Madness is out, like, basically. A couple of Creature of Madness is out. And, like, let's go on. It's only, like, 5 Dark Gift minions. Because a Cremate and a Rite of Atrocity can actually be a trigger for a Starship, like a Creature of Madness just, like, doesn't. But for a Corpse Explosion, Creature of Madness is much better. So I guess it's a minus Cremate, right? Because it's too heavy. It's 3 mana. It's too much. And a lot of fast decks, and 3 mana I like to waste for some weird stuff. It's not like what we want. It gave us like what Narrowlax. Like, one would need Narrowlax here in this game. It's just like too random. It's a minion, just like a minion with a dark gifting. It gave us, a Starship piece. Don't get me wrong though, but it can give us like garbage. It's like this card goes all over the place. This is kind of like at least a little narrowed so far. These two. So I guess a Cremate is out. A couple of Dirty Rats are added, and this will be probably our next, next deck to try out. But for now, if you like what I do, right there, if you like the content so far, if you enjoyed it and want to see more, make sure to hit that like button and follow. A like button will help me out to promote like videos to someone like you. Maybe they will actually watch a video or two in the future too. And a follow for you to enjoy more content. But for now, thank you everyone, guys. But that is it for BBU DG Starship Destiny. Bye bye.